Here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Fabrizio Zagaglia from Trinity Team, the author of Cinema, and he is Paolo, our boss. Cinema is a first-person adventure that throws the player into a silent movie. The basic interaction is that of the classic adventure game, so we will have mysterious characters, a wide range of items to interact with to proceed into the story. Everything is set in a black and white noir thriller with an art deco aesthetic. The particular thing is that the player can manipulate the time, traveling back and forth, creating new timelines, and exploiting the interplay of cause and effect. Paolo, me and the team are honored to be here at Tokyo Game Show and to have been selected to the Sense of Wonder Night. Thank you.
Hello again, I'm Fabrizio Zagaglia of Trinity Team from Italy. Okay. And this is Cinema, a first-person adventure game of genre noir thriller, so it's crime, mystery. And the particular thing is indeed the player can manipulate the time. On the visual and aesthetical side, Cinema is inspired by all the silent movies. So, for example, of course, Lumière, Méliès, but also new directors, more recent one like David Lynch or Christopher Nolan. On the gameplay side, the game is subdivided in two layers, the upper layers and the lower layers. On the upper layers, the player can act like a director. So there's an editing board where there's film strips that represent a timeline. The timeline is subdivided by several frames, and each frame represents some kind of scene of a movie. So, for example, a room, a building, a street, and in the lower level instead, the player can act like the actors of the movies, so can enter inside the scene and interact with character, collect items, solve puzzles, and so on. The particular thing is indeed the player can manipulate the time. So, for example, inside the scene can go back and forth in time. For example, here we can see the train go forward and back, moving the timeline. So it can move in space, like a standard first-person adventure, but also in time. Coming back to the upper layer, the player can also, for example, take a frame, for example, from the future, and shift back to the previous moment in the movies. So, for example, here we can see the player can take a frame from a city in the morning, moving back the frame on the left. He can play this scene in a previous moment of the game. So there's this kind of time shift also inside the scene, but even on the upper level as director. Doing some special action inside the frame let the player create new timelines. So, for example, here we can see that the player do some action, and doing this action create a new branch of timeline. So the player can, for example, take an item from the new timeline, use it in the previous timeline. So there is this kind of mix of time and space, and that's the core gameplay of the game. Thank you.
Thank you. Grazie mille. ありがとうございます。はい、それでは
Thank you
吉
so
田さん、
much.
いかがでしたか。
Yoshida-san, what did you think?
Yes.
Yes.
When I saw this submission in the movie and materials, and definitely this game has two distinct features. Obviously one is the use of silent movie as a vehicle to do the narrative. And I don't remember any other game that have done that in a totally black and white and silent way. That really was kind of shocking, when the other feature is the time manipulation, very complex kind of puzzle adventure, which I totally didn't understand how it worked. But because of that presentation in silent movie style, that really made me intrigued and wanted to try the game. And I was able to try the game yesterday, and I enjoyed the game. So I think it is very smart for you to choose that silent movie style to make your game stand out and make people want to try, because the gameplay itself could be really difficult to communicate. So in your early development phase, which came first, the use of silent movie style or the actual gameplay idea?
At the moment, I think the gameplay side. So we have to build up the puzzle side. So it's not easy to think about puzzle both in space but also in time. So the current challenge is find this kind of enigmas puzzle that match the progression inside the story. So
Yeah, okay. And the use of silent movie style save you money for hiring voice actors. So that's really good.
本当ですね。Thank you. ありがとうございます。
Ciao Fabrizio. I have to say several things about your game. First of all, is that the art style is impressive, so congratulations. I have to say that you have put some references, for example, Metropolis. Recently, I watched Metropolis, that is based in a novel from 100 years ago. And if you see it now, it's like a modern movie. So it's something that is pretty interesting that you bring this old cinema to now, because really it deserves it. But related to mechanics, I have seen things from my point of view. 428 Shibuya, that is a game that received a 40/40 in Famitsu long time ago, and Eleanor. But I don't know if they are your inspirations or you have another inspirations in terms of mechanics.
actually, I didn't take inspiration from other game directly, but is more at things of emotion experience I get from movies. So I saw some movies. I thought, yeah, that could be a good game. Some part of this movie can be good for example, the time elements. Another one from aesthetics, and I mix all these things.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Grazie Fabrizio, grazie mille, ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
ファブリッツィオさんのシネマでした。